A serial sexual York paedophile predator, Gavin Lancell, has been sentenced to 28 years in prison after being brought to justice, thanks to the perseverance of one survivor who consistently reported the abuse to law enforcement since 1999. Gavin Lancell successfully avoided accountability for his heinous actions from years prior. However, the police ultimately reassessed his case and conducted a more thorough investigation after one of his victims reached out to a prominent police operation established in response to allegations against Savile, a former BBC disc jockey and host of the television series Jim'll Fix It. Gavin Lancell's fortune ultimately diminished when the sexual claims against him were formally pursued and adjudicated during a trial at Hull Crown Court. Gavin Lancell, 53, previously of Bransholme, Hull, refuted 20 sexual charges, encompassing rape, engaging in sexual acts with a girl under 13, indecent assault, and child indecency, occurring between 1992 and 1996. However, he was found guilty by a jury of all charges. David Godfrey, representing the prosecution, stated that Gavin Lancell, formerly identified as Gavin Eccles, exhibited a distinct sexual obsession towards two young girls and perpetrated sexual assaults against them. One individual voiced her concerns in 1996 but was not heeded, while both girls reported to the police in 1999. Their testimonies were documented on video, stated Mr. Godfrey. In 1999, both girls articulated explicit allegations of sexual abuse. However, similar to 1996, these allegations were not pursued further, and the defendant was not prosecuted. In 2012, one of the girls attempted to call the police to bring Gavin Lancell accountable. One of the victims was cognizant of this initiative and subsequently reached out to the police again. The case was referred to Humberside Police for investigation. In 2021, she and the other victim were interviewed by the police again and supplied additional video evidence. Gavin Lancell was examined by the police in 1999, during which he offered denials. Nevertheless, the specifics were neither documented nor archived. He was apprehended and interrogated in October 2021. Gavin Lancell, residing at Bramham Grove, York, is mandated to register as a lifelong sex offender. He was on bail during the trial. However, this was removed, and he was remanded in custody following his conviction by the jury. He was condemned in his absence after refusing to leave the cells for the courtroom.